everybody, it's Dustin from Living to Be Happy here. We wanted to make a video today about top 5 things that we may have done a little differently as we crossed the United States. We came from North Carolina all the way to Montana, Glacier National Park. We've started our jobs, and there's a few things looking back that we kind of decided that may have been a little bit better. So this list is to help anybody that may be traveling for the first time and maybe some of the insight that I would have liked to have. So yeah, let's start. Number 1 is perfect where you're going to store things. Me and Alora, as we were traveling across the country, we had a ladder, a nice ladder that Alora just doesn't like. But we had it on the floor in the camper, and it went everywhere. It was probably shaking around in here like a pinball machine. It actually hit our CO2 monitor. It hit the fire alarm. It just bashed into everything. And it was kind of an annoying thing when we tried to get in here. We should have found a better spot for that. So that's something that I would point out. A lot of the other storage that we had was a lot better, but if you perfect where you're going to put everything, it just makes it easier as you're traveling. So that's number 1, perfect where you're going to put it. Number 2, practice more. I wish that I had practiced more, made things more comfortable for myself. We had traveled a little bit before, but this was like daily putting the stabilizer bars on. It was just moving down the road on single lanes. We were on three-lane highways at one point. Just the interstate in general. We should have practiced more. I would have felt a little more confident. And that I would recommend highly. Practice. You'll know how things handle when you're going past big trucks. That was one of the things I noticed. All the semis around us made it a little bit scary. So yeah, get used to that. That's all I can say. I mean, it's just like anything else. Practice makes it better. Number 3 is going to be set yourself up to have a good ride. I messed up because I lost my shades and had to use some little cheap shades. I didn't have my sunscreen ready. I actually bought tears like for my eyes when they dried out and lost them. You know, everything I needed to make this ride comfortable, I was just gone. It just wasn't there when I needed it, and that's something you should have ready. Just get your stuff ready, put it into your side of your door, put it in your console, put it in the cup holders, wherever you got to have it, but have it there so you enjoy the ride. There was points where my nose was like burning up because I didn't have sunscreen. I finally stopped at a trucker stop, I think 3 or 4 days in, and then my nose started peeling halfway here. So I would say that. One thing that stands out to me that I should have definitely got, and I'm better now, but lumbar support, like a little pillow for your back. I don't know if everybody needs that, but it would have made my life easier. Number 4, make a checklist. If this is your first trip across the country, you're going to forget something. We forgot something. I don't remember which state it was in, but we lost the wheel chocks. Keep the trailer from rolling away. We lost those. We ran right over them as we were leaving. We had everything else. We had our blocks. We had all sorts of other things ready to go, chained up, linked up. But we ran right over them. They're gone. We got to the next spot, had to buy a new set. So I recommend, if it's your first big trip, to make a checklist and use it. I mean, I wish I had. I wouldn't have had to buy wheel chocks or anything else. So make a checklist, use it, have everything when you leave so you can have it when you need to put it back on the trailer. And number 5, the last thing I would recommend is going to be cross-reference different navigation apps. Alora had us using Waze for some of the trip, and she used a semi, like a truck app also. So we started cross-referencing after we stopped at our first place, Pigeon Forge. We ended up taking our trailer up like a little single lane nowhere path with people on it like stopping, and it was pretty terrifying. It's like 10 minutes of scary, and it was our first stop, so it wasn't very far into the trip. We weren't used to anything yet. Ups and downs and curves. It's like, the road's going to be bad when you can kind of go into it and it looks like a roller coaster, like a curve into an incline. Like, it was not good. So I would say cross-reference it. If Waze says go one way and you're maybe a trucking app, I can't think of any right now. Hammer is, Alora says Hammer's one of them. If you can cross-reference those and make sure both of them say go the same way, you're probably set. If Waze says go on like a little tiny road somewhere and the trucking app saying stay on the interstate, maybe you want to stay there. I know that when we were climbing that mountain with our trailer behind us, we wished we had stayed on the interstate. But yeah, so there's 5 things that maybe you've not thought about. Maybe it'll be useful to you. It's things that I wish that it's things that I wish that I had been more prepared for, and will probably do myself from here on. If this helped you out, or if you want to help us out in any way, you can follow us on Instagram, you can follow us on YouTube, you can check out our TikTok. I'm pretty sure it's not Snapchat, it's TikTok. But yeah, check all those out. Please subscribe, please watch us. Any kind of comments or anything you want to leave, we'd appreciate them. We'd really enjoy reading whatever's there. So y'all have a great day. Thanks for watching. Say bye, Moch. Say bye. Oh, she's beautiful in this picture. It's so good.